Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I want to talk about a topic that has been highly requested, and it is: should you study abroad now in 2020 or 2021, or should you just wait? Should you postpone study abroad until the world just gets normal again? You know, there isn't a right or wrong decision, and it's really all about making a thoughtful decision for yourself and then also deciding that you are going to make the best out of it no matter what. So I did ask here on YouTube, over in my Facebook group, as well as on Instagram, for your opinion and for your recommendations based on your experiences. If you're new to my channel, then hi, my name is Laura. I'm a 22-year-old German small-town girl. I graduated this summer from 4 years of study abroad in Scotland. I also did a semester abroad in Toronto, Canada. And on this channel there are lots of travel vlogs, day in the life vlogs, yeah, a lot of study abroad advice. And if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure you consider subscribing to this channel. So when I asked you guys, your opinions were very mixed. There were a lot of people who said, yeah, go for it. And there were a lot of people who said postpone. So I just want to tell you for reasons why you should postpone and why you should study abroad now. So one of the big reasons why you should postpone is that maybe student life, or generally the university experience, is not the same. You might not be able to go out as much, to go to restaurants, to visit places, to just even get to know people throughout events. It might be online lecturing as well, and you might not actually be involved in much, student activities as much as you would if there wouldn't be any restrictions. Another reason to postpone might be that right now it might not be as easy to find a job abroad. Here, of course, my advice personally would be to start looking for jobs online that you can do anywhere. I do have an entire video all about how I started making money online from my second year of uni until the end of my whole university experience. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out that video. But of course, with maybe restaurants being closed or retail being closed, or just generally the economy struggling a bit, it might be not as easy to find a part-time job. Another reason to postpone might be the whole unknown and uncertainty. So it might be possible that halfway in your study abroad experience things get really bad again, and you might have to come home, or you might have to shorten your stay, or just something unexpected might happen. You might not be able to go home, just there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty that you pointed out that causes you to postpone study abroad. Ich wollte nur sagen, dass ich ein Video filme. Hello. And then the last reason is kind of connected to the first reason I said, but it's also that you might not be able to experience the country in a way that you would in not Corona times, right? So you might not be able to do as many day trips or travel easily, especially, for example, when you're from the US, you want to come to Europe, you want to travel around Europe, maybe you won't be able to do that. So those were like the big major reasons why you guys said that you would postpone study abroad. However, you also gave me tons and tons of reasons why you should still study abroad now, and despite the state of this world. And so a big reason is just the whole mindset that you don't want to wait. You want to have this experience now, no matter what. You just set your mind to it and you're making it work no matter what. Not letting external circumstances kind of dictate your life, dictate your goals, tell you how to live your life. If it's possible to go into the country, even if it means that you have to go into 2 weeks of quarantine, of course, if you stay there for like a whole semester, maybe 2 weeks of quarantine won't be as dramatic. So really doing your research and seeing, okay, how is the safety in that country, considering whether you will have any huge complications that would make study abroad really not that great. I can just imagine if, for example, you graduated high school and you don't really know where your life is going. Maybe for you it doesn't really matter right now whether you're at home or abroad. Maybe there isn't a reason for you to stay at home despite this whole uncertainty, but if you feel ready to deal with that uncertainty and unknown, and you're smart about it, prepared, then there's no reason not to go. And of course, something you might have to be prepared for though is that you might not be able to come home as much or as spontaneously. Okay, that's kind of a summary of what you said. So I hope that just gave you some food for thought. And then now I collected just some of my thoughts, some of my advice advice, no matter what you choose. So I'm going to talk about some advice that I have if you choose to go abroad now, and then also if you choose to postpone. If you want to study abroad now, you have to adapt the mindset of, I'm going to do this no matter what, and I will see every challenge that this whole situation is throwing at me as an opportunity to grow, and it's something that I chose for myself. I think that was something I didn't really do when I went through lockdown in Scotland. I think I kind of resisted it, and I was like, oh my God, like the world cannot be in the state right now. This cannot be my final semester. And I was so resisting the reality that I didn't even give myself a chance to even enjoy it, because I thought, how can you enjoy something like that, right? But if you go into studying abroad with the mindset of, oh, I'm a victim of the situation, and oh, look at the list of things that I can't do, then you might really not have a good experience. So it's really about shifting that mindset into, I choose consciously, intentionally to go abroad, to step outside my comfort zone because I want to grow as a person. Really having the mindset of, okay, it's gonna be hard, I know that, but I'm gonna make it work anyway. The second tip I have for you is reach out to your university for support. This is so important. My university has so many great mental health resources, for example, and also make sure you know who to contact. If you have any questions at all, any uncertainties, know who you have to reach out to when it comes to your uni or even just abroad, right? Now more than ever, you must know who to contact when you are in trouble, no matter if that is medical stuff. I made an entire video all about how to stay safe abroad, which right now, more important than ever, make sure you check out that video. Another tip I have for you, and I guess that's something that no matter when you go abroad, this is applicable, but kind of create for yourself a little SOS emergency kit. So when you feel lonely, maybe you're in quarantine, when you feel overwhelmed, stressed, think about, make a little list of all activities that you can do no matter where you are. Maybe for you that is calling your parents, or doing yoga, or journaling, listening to music, meditating, whatever it is. Write a big list of things that you can do when those situations happen so that you feel more prepared. I think this is a big thing here is, yes, we cannot really know what's going to happen, but we can prepare for different scenarios just to feel more confident and comfortable. The next tip I have for you is to recognize that you are not alone in this situation. There are so many girls going abroad right now. There are so many girls living abroad right now. I remember when I was in lockdown in Scotland, I felt really alone, and I felt like no one from home, especially as well, really got me because they weren't abroad. You can connect with other girls who are abroad, and I highly recommend you, if you haven't done so yet, join my free Facebook group, Girls Study Abroad. In there we are over 1,900 girls. It's crazy, from all around the world, and empowering each other to study abroad is completely free to join. And then talking about community and getting support, I also just generally recommend to build your support system. Make sure that you have people to talk to. And of course, that can be your family, that can be your friends, but it can also be, as I said, other girls who are staying abroad. I created my Girls Abroad membership exactly for that. If you want support from me, someone who has been abroad during lockdown, or even other girls who are right now abroad, then I would invite you to join my Girls Abroad membership, where you get access to private coaching from me in a monthly group coaching call. We have masterclasses, visualizations. You have an entire app where you can access content, ask me questions. If you're considering to study abroad now, this is really going to be such a valuable resource and just a tool where if I'm struggling, I can just hop into the Girls Abroad app, talk to Laura, and everything is going to be not okay, but at least a little bit better. And then also some more hands-on advice if you go abroad right now. Julie commented on my YouTube little community tab post some of her advice. She's currently studying abroad in Aberdeen, so where I studied abroad, so that's super cool. Deal with the most urgent matters as soon as possible, she said, after you arrive. So, register with your GP, make sure, you get all of your documents, get it already as soon as you arrive. And of course, keep up to date with the news in that country, because there might be different restrictions, different just local guidelines and then in your own country, so of course you have to keep up to date with that. Also having enough money for a few months. Julie and also I recommend for at least 3 months, because you don't really know if you can get a job so easily, especially now. Again, I really recommend starting to work remotely or online, because that's really what you can do anywhere. The next tip, which I thought was so smart as well, is to order, especially if you have to go into quarantine, order food way before you go, because delivery slots for food might be quite busy. And then lastly, Julie recommended to, of course, have really good equipment, because a lot of your classes might be online. So make sure, you know, you have a good laptop that you like and, you know, all that stuff, and just make your setup feel really comfortable. And I can maybe make a separate video all about how to study and stay focused from home, because I'm also working from home. I have been working from home for the past 3 years. So let me know if you'd be interested in something like that, like how to make online classes easier, how to stay productive, how to stay focused at home. And then I also, of course, have a little bit of advice if you choose to postpone your studying abroad, which again, I absolutely understand you. There's no shame. It doesn't mean that you're not brave. It's really a personal decision, and there's no right or wrong. There's no judgment for that. Make sure that the time until you go abroad is going to be filled with something, and that you don't just sit there and you wait around and you're like, oh, I wish I would be abroad right now, and your life stagnates. Try a new hobby, learn the language that you're going to use abroad, or, you know, just plan a little bit more. Just make sure that you're filling your time with amazing things right now and not constantly thinking about the future or what could have been. Also, brainstorm maybe other ways to go abroad, maybe even right now. You know, maybe instead of studying abroad, you could volunteer, or, you know, do another type of stay abroad, maybe, you know, a shorter trip or whatever it is. Just brainstorm, you know, other ways to go abroad now or in the future, just in case studying abroad for some reason won't work out. There are so many other ways to step outside your comfort zone. And also planning stuff is just super fun, especially when it involves traveling. And then lastly, just a little mindset exercise. I want you to ask yourself why you study abroad in the first place. Is it because you want to experience a challenge? Is it because you want to meet new people? Or because you want to explore new places? Because you want to learn a language? Because you want to have a better educational system? What is the main reason why you go abroad? And how can you have that now? You know, if you say you want to explore new places, maybe you can start exploring some new places in your home country or your home city, your hometown. Or if you say you want to meet new people, maybe you can meet new people online. You know, join my Facebook group, join my membership, attend some online events, or reach out to some old friends. Like whatever it is, think about what is the reason behind me studying abroad. How would that have made me feel, and how can I create the feeling now? And of course, you're probably going to say, yeah, Laura, but it's not studying abroad, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's not. But, you know, it's your responsibility to still make most of what you have right now. And let me tell you, it's not worth it to sit there and to tell yourself, oh, I would have, I could have, I should have, and oh, it's all shit. And don't get me wrong, I've done that, and you're probably also going to do that. It's okay to be upset, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to not want to do anything if plans don't work out, but you have to get up again as well, right? You can't stay there in that hole, and it's gonna pass. Don't judge yourself for feeling anyway. Move through the emotion, feel all the shit, cry it all out if you have to, but then move on. You know, you're allowed to be sad and upset and confused and still live an amazing life right now and be excited for the future and lay the foundation for an awesome adventure in the future. I want this video to be super interactive. Make sure you comment down below your opinion, your advice, anything you found interesting in this video that you want to comment on. And I'm super excited for the conversation in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might need it right now. And also make sure you subscribe if you like this video and if you want to see more. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're gonna love and find this one interesting as well, which is the One Study Abroad Truth I Wish I Knew Before Studying Abroad. So make sure you check out that video and I will see you there.